Welcome to breathwork and meditation. In this breathwork practice, we will be using a very calming breath to allow ourselves to receive more prana, life force, that energy that's within us. Breathwork is also called pranayam in the yogic lineage. Prana, again, meaning life force. And sometimes this life force, this energy, also known as chi, it can get blocked within us. That tension that you might feel, whether it's physically, mentally, or emotionally, we can then open it back up through a very subtle breath work where there's no forcing, no resisting. It's really an opportunity to shift our perspective in how we're showing up in the world. So a lot of the time, if you notice that there's conflict within your life or things just don't seem to be going your way in the moment, oftentimes it's because of the energy we're putting out into the world. And so by turning back, making that U-turn home back to our breath, we can not only shift our energy, but shift our perspective. It's very similar to the ways in which I'm shifting my perspective on giving birth as I prepare for bringing my child into this world. When I think of contractions, I used to think of them as something that was a forcing, a pushing, tightening, contracting, right? But contractions, these surges within the body, are actually your uterus, your body, your cervix opening back up. Opening up in order to allow the baby to flow out into the world. And that's very similar to the breath. Oftentimes we think we need to hold the breath, force the breath, breathe deeper, when really it's just the opposite. We need to relax into the body, soften, release tension, and allow ourselves to receive the breath with more ease. Another way that I've been shifting my perspective through learning and really understanding the birthing process and breath and mindfulness all at the same time is that much of the birthing experience is really pleasurable and enjoyable because of this large release of oxytocin and endorphins that allow the baby to move through your body and out into the world. And so it's so interesting that so much of this talk and what we hear about birth is a lot to do with pain, and that it's very intense, and that it's labor, which is all true. But if the majority of the time our body is in this state of rest and experiencing those pleasurable chemicals at a very high amount, right? It's often the mind that is what gets in the way and creates the suffering and turns the pain into something that we need to resist and push against. It's really the mind that is not fully present. And so instead of allowing ourselves to just feel life happening and occurring and being in the moment, letting life and all the things that come with it, the thoughts, the emotions, the feelings, the sensations, letting ourselves feel that. Instead, we get stuck in the mind and we think about what could happen, the painful thing that just occurred that we don't want to happen again. We begin to resist life as is, and that's what creates these blockages of our prana, our life force. That's what really creates the suffering that we experience in the world. So it's the shift of our mindset to move into a state of ease and relaxation, which we'll do with this calming breath work. And then we'll move into a meditation where we simply witness and accept life as is. So find a very comfortable place to meditate. Sometimes it's a bit easier to breathe resting on your back, which you're invited to do. Just make sure you're at a slight incline so that you don't fall asleep. Allow the eyes to gently close and the hands to rest wherever they are comfortable. And just notice the body resting on the earth. Becoming aware of the space around you, the sounds that you hear. Listening without reacting to what you hear. You may notice the smells, the aromas in the air. Perhaps the flickers of light or the distant shapes in the eyesight, even though the eyes are closed. Feeling the body resting on the earth, aware of the cloth on the skin and the air around you. As you begin to tune your awareness to the sensation and the feeling of your breath, breathing the body. No effort, no trying, just a simple awareness of the breath flowing in and flowing out. Letting yourself receive the breath, the body relaxing deeper and deeper, open to the flow of breath moving through you. Bringing your awareness now to your rib cage, to the diaphragm that lines under the ribs, the muscle of prana, of your breath, your life force that pumps the prana in and out of the body. So now as you take your next breath, begin to feel the rib cage widening and expanding in this 360 degrees of a full breath. So feeling the ribs opening front to back and side to side. And sense the natural, subtle release of the ribs drawing back and in as you exhale. The body remains still and relaxed. The belly soft, the chest open. As you feel the breath breathing into your ribs, sensing the rib cage expand on the inhale and release on the exhale. Can you breathe a bit slower? A fuller, deeper breath without any extra effort. Just inviting the breath to flow in and flow out. Now aware of the body resting on the earth. Continue to feel the breath breathing the body. As you now drift your awareness to the crown of your head, simply connecting to the crown of your head and any sensations present, the tingling, the pulsing, the aliveness felt within. Just witnessing and accepting the crown of the head. Drift your awareness to the face, the eyes, ears, the nose, cheeks, the tongue, and the jaw. Witnessing and accepting this beautiful face of yours. Drift your awareness to the neck, the shoulders, dropping away and melting. Just witnessing and accepting this body as is. Drift your awareness to the arms, the hands, and the fingertips. Witness and accept any sensations present in this moment as the whole body releases. Drift your awareness to the chest and witness and accept the center of the heart, the chest. Aware of any emotions present in the heart space, allowing them to be as is, no need to change or fix or do away with. Just witnessing and accepting the space of the heart. Drift your awareness to the rib cage, witnessing and accepting each breath that flows into the ribs, expanding on the inhale and releasing on the exhale. Witnessing and accepting the center of your navel, your abdomen, as the breath flows freely with ease in and out the body. Drift your awareness to the back body, the spine, the mid and low back, and witness and accept the back body. Aware of the sacrum and the hips, the pelvis. Witness and accept, allowing all sensations to be as is. Aware of the legs, the muscles and bones of the thighs, the hamstrings, the knees, down into the calves, the soles of the feet, and the tips of the toes. Witnessing and accepting the legs. Aware of the whole body, from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. Aware of the aliveness felt within the body. And just witnessing and accepting. Sense the breath breathing the body. Aware of every time there's breathing in and breathing out. Witnessing and accepting the breath. Receiving the fullness of this prana, the life force, just for these last few precious moments. Aware of every time there's breathing in and breathing out. Begin to now deepen your breath, letting this next inhale expand out into the limbs of the body. Exhale, releasing that, letting that go. Taking a long, slow, deep breath in. Exhaling, empty, empty, empty. Continue to take these rejuvenating breaths into the whole mind, body, and heart. As you reawaken the physical body, wiggling fingers and toes, but keeping the eyes closed. And drawing your awareness into the space of your heart as we seal our practice in gratitude. Feeling the space of your heart, the center of your heart. Sense and feel gratitude for anyone or anything that has brought you into this moment. Gratitude for your very breath, your prana, your life force. Gratitude for the aliveness felt within. And taking one last deep breath into that beautiful heart of yours. Open the mouth, big sigh out. Let that go. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. When you're ready at your own pace, flutter the eyes open, slowly integrating your way back into this space. I'm so grateful for you, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.